taking you through for the next hour. Just spinning off some of the tracks currently in the record box. Check it out. Send this one out to all the enforcers, all the Reinforced crew, to Goldie, to Randall, to Doc Scott, Nookie, and all the guys that turned up down the studio at Reinforced today. This is yours, check it out. Like my man Navigator said earlier, we have a competition running today. We're giving away 5 albums, Above the Law albums. Basically, the competition question is, can you tell us or name me 5 artists from Reinforced Records? Easy one.
Hook up with your posse now on 0500 110 100. Hot Mix.
Sending this one especially out to Doc Scott, and also Sammy and T-Bone. This one's yours.
you know what I mean? Check the Radio 1 for the old UK jungle massive scene. But don't stop there, you know what I mean? Check the evening session, weekdays 7 till 9. Plus Annie Nightingale, 3 till 5, Saturday night, Sunday morning. You have to check it, 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1.
Doing it wicked and Chris on the One in the Jungle. Remember, 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. each and every Friday night on the frequency of 97 to 99 FM. One in the Jungle, rinsing with 4 Hero here live in the mix tonight. Don't forget, hot phone lines 0500 110 100 for those who know the answer to the question. Those who want to big up their family, big up whoever. Just get in touch with us here on One in the Jungle. 4 Hero, take it away.
till 12 every Friday. The roughest beats first.
Yep, the Channel 4 Hero in studio at Radio 1. Currently going through some of the tracks in our record boxes.
doing it wicked and wild inside the studio with 4 Hero. Digo queuing up those tunes so wild. Believe you me, different things going on the One in the Jungle tonight. We got the winners from the competition who won. Was it the album or the t-shirt they won?
It's the album.
Yeah, they won the album, which is the brand new album, the 100th release from Reinforced Records, the legend on the rave scene, believe you me. Our winners tonight, the first winner was Stefan Taylor. He's from London. Number 2 winner was Sam Toker from Leeds. Number 3 winner tonight was Sue Mercer from Huntley. Number 4 winner was Ian Quinn from Chiswick down in London here. And also number 5 winner, last but not least, definitely, Jez Cole from Leicester. So we just want to big up all of our winners tonight for the competition for the album. And now we got the t-shirts up for grabs, isn't it, Mark? So come in, Mark, and give them the question.
Yeah, we've got 3 t-shirts up for grabs, and they're limited edition reinforced t-shirts. So this time we're going to make the question a little bit harder. The question is to name the first ever release on Reinforced Records, and also the year that was released.
That's for the true heads out there, yeah? Yeah, so the first release from Reinforced Records, and which was the year? Okay, that's the question. Get on the case, 0500 110 100. Digo, take it away. Our phone lines seem to be going crazy. All the lines are blocked, so if you can't get through, please keep trying. 0500 110 100. We had a few shouts through Easy D, MC Power and the Wrecking Crew, and all Formation crew that's coming from the DJK. Also Dean, Dwayne and Joe and all the Croydon crew say to big up to the One in the Jungle massive. 4 Hero absolutely rinsing it and they love it out there in Radio Land, believe you me. Shout to Yella that's coming from Too Short. Get in touch at the 20 Dover, that's the message. So get on the case with that one, Yella. And shout going out to Whitey and all the Leicester crew that's coming from John and Rich. Also a shout going out to Mavis, Jimmy, Marky B, Brett and Wayne and all the Redditch massive that's coming from the King's X. Mark, you got a few over there, I believe.
Yeah, got some shouts out to all of the Metalheads crew, and also to Gus and Tony, to Lemon D, Goldie, Randall, Joan, Chi-Chi and Carol down there in the Wembley area. Also all to DJ Stretch, JJ and MG in the Kingsbury area, you know.
For real, and it's on and popping inside the studio with 4 Hero, blazing it across the FM dial. I just want to say a maximum big up to Marlon up in Ilford. Also happy birthday to Rob down in Tottenham, also bigging up the kids and the wife Mandy. Maximum respect every time.
The hardest steps on Radio 1.
coming in. Also, faxes. For those who happen to know the fax number, big up your chest. Keep them coming true, man. It's exciting, you know what I mean? Cool class, man.
Into the sound of my man G-Force, forthcoming on Reinforce Records. Send this one out to Mr. James Hyman, hot on the camera from MTV. He's been following us around today. This one's yours. Sound of the hardcore, the sound of G-Force. Check this out.
faxes. Phone crew, everybody's going mad, believe you me. Got a fax here from Paul Chaplin to Navi, One in the Jungle. Big shout going out to Paul, Karen, Sai, Tom and the rest of the Wanted Jungle crew. Maximum big up. Phone lines, Sarah in Finchley Central and Janet in Belsize Park. From Carla in New Cross, that's the big up there. A shout out to the Mission crew. That's coming from MCUTIM. Also shout to Chris and Clem in Bradford. Shout to the lovely lady like Miriam from Levi in Ladbroke Grove. Wilbur edging to get in there. Shout going out to Jindy. You're beautiful. That's coming from the Andy. Also massive respect to Mulkey, Alfie, Terry, Heggs, Peter and all the Bonnell Junglist crew in Scotland. Also bigging up DJ Kid in Scotland and Tafari. Thanks for the text message earlier on. Maximum respect. What's up?
Just boom. Goes on Radio 1, we have to run things, see? You have to check Westwood coming up at midnight, you know what I mean? Midnight till 3. Fat Fridays, beats and rhymes, bare hardcore business, you know what I'm saying? Then also you gotta check out tomorrow night, 9 till 12, you know what I'm saying? Got the living lick from the old to the new, the UK's own for drum and bass, blatantly the own for hip hop, see? 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1. Wheel selector!
one competition winner so far. What's going on out there? Come on, come on. One competition so far for those T-shirts. Would you say, Mark, limited edition? What's happening? They don't want the T-shirts, man. Give them to me, man. What's wrong with harder, you know? 0500 110 100. Please get on the case quick. What was the question? Yeah, the question was, right, you forgot the question. Okay, we'll tell them again.
Yeah, what's the question? The question was, what was the first ever release on Reinforced Records, and what year?
Yeah, what year?
Did it come out?
There's not a lot of original heads out there, is there? You're all fresh, mate. You don't know what's going on. You got to fix up and come in proper, mate.
The Friday night slam down.
going to squeeze in some more shouts. There's loads of shouts coming through, so I'm going to get through
Word
some.
of shouts.
Yeah. Some shouts out to Navigator, in fact.
Check this fax here, man. Look at this fax here.
This is from
Mark,
Kelly.
Look.
Oh, no.
Faxes are running. Faxes are wicked tonight, people. Keep on coming in, please. I'm keeping that one. I'm going to frame that one, actually.
So I've got to send a shout out to this shouts are going out to Navigator from Kelly in Harlow.
Yeah, big up Kelly. Big up Kelly, years.
And from Andrew Melvin. Yeah,
big up
also,
Andrew.
I've got to send a shout out to Nigel in Newcastle, Jamie from Treggy, Frankie Natural, JJ and Simon, Big Daddy Lou, Frenzy, and Home Alone Jamie. Also, I've got to send a big shout out this is coming from Sarah, Lorraine and Donna, and it goes out to the Iceman, the Controller, and also from Skunk Man Nick.
Skunk Man, also Scott, Lisa and Kate from Whack in Chesterfield. Shout out to Mr. Bangley and all the Purple Haze Massive from John. Shout going out to Bally Ranks and Spencer, that's coming from Jake. Shout to the Guernsey crew, big up all the Guernsey Massive, especially MC Davis J, that's coming from Georgina and Steve. Shout to Wardy, Crawley, Sugars, and that's coming from the Redditch crew. Also a shout to Muppet in Cuba, and Birdie, Skinny Birdie from Jody. My word, they got these names, I don't know where the hell they get them from. More faxes here. Shout out to the One in the Jungle show, 10 to 12. Also, shout to Kwaku, Le Cartier, Herman, John, Kit in Slough, and all the M4 corridor OJs. And lastly, a special hello to Helen Smith in Croydon and her crew. And that's from Sean in Uxbridge. Maximum respect. Yeah, bigging up Kelly in Harlow, one of the originals. Ace session, any chance of a playlist, but keep talking over the weird bits, keep it coming from the mushroom harvest. It's terrible so far and we need help. Well, I think we definitely do after a fact like that. What are you saying, Mark, man? You got anything else?
Yeah, I got a shout going out. This is to Ryan in Norwich, and that's coming from Matt and Will. And also I've got to send a big maximum respect out to Digo on the decks. Yeah, definitely got to big up Digo, got to big up Gus and all the 4 Hero Massive inside the studio. Got to big up Dawn down in Essex, just chilling, illin'. Old tight the Mampy, big up the Status and big up the Ragga Twins every time. Also Debbie down in Stoke Newington, maximum respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we're going to take a trip out to Detroit as we leave you. Peace from 4 Hero. Check you later. Yeah, we had Mark on the line. Well, now we got Digo on the microphone here now after playing some wicked selections. Do you want to send any shouts out to the massive out there, Diggs?
Yeah, man, I got a big up to my man L Dub up there in the north.
Oh yeah, big up the L Dub
Flex crew. For real. Gotta say what's up to a guy called Gerald.
Oh, Jerry, man!
My man Goldie Randall. The whole of the Reinforced crew. All the crew down at Jumbo, Anthony, Clive, the Killer. Also to Carol, also to Joan, also to the Gus, the Tony, Tone, and that corny line comes again. Everyone else that knows me, peace.
I'm going to say big up to Digo, definitely. He never come here to shirk the work. He played some different selection tonight. Absolutely blazing. We know you loved it out there. Keep the faxes coming. Keep the calls coming in. For those who want to win the competition, the phone lines are still open on 0500 110 100. We've got 2 more limited edition t-shirts going, and if you want them, you better snap them up quick.
Hot Mix.
One in the jungle.
One in the jungle.
Now it's time.
1, 2.
Now it's time.
1, 2.
Now it's time
1, 2.
for a new chapter to open. Now it's time. Now it's time. Now it's time for a new chapter to open.
Are you homeboys?
10 p.m. Friday. One in the jungle.
I don't think our next speaker needs much introduction. But just for those of you who have a pencil and want to write it down, he's the Minister of Information of the Black Panther Party, presidential candidate, the New York Peace and Freedom Party, member of the State Steering Committee of the California Peace and Freedom Party, author of the book Soul on Ice, and now speaker before this rally, Elbridge Cleveland.
Tired when he started talking, you know. I think I must talk in my sleep. What's not to talk about? I was getting uptight when he started talking, you know. I think I must talk in my sleep. Well, we're still not free. Still not free. What's that to talk about? I was getting uptight when he started talking, you know. I think I must talk in my sleep. See, it's getting very difficult these days to deal with this whole revolutionary situation. Deal with this whole revolutionary situation. Everybody know what the situation is? Do you know what we can do and what we can't do? What we can say and what we can't say? I don't know that anymore. Does anybody know what the situation is? Do you know what we can do and what we can't do? What we can say and what we can't say? I don't know that anymore.
I don't think our next speaker needs much introduction. Just for those of you who have a pencil and want to write it down, he's the Minister of Information of the Black Panther Party, presidential candidate, the New York Peace and Freedom Party, member of the State Steering Committee of the California Peace and Freedom Party, author of the book Soul on Ice, and now Speaker before this rally, Eldridge Cleaver.
Gotta say maximum respect reaching out to 4Hero. Wicked in the mix tonight. Don't forget next week we got DJ Ron. Hopefully gonna be here live in the house. First tune you heard after the mix there was Time Signature, Sweet Power. It's coming out on Time Signature. I've got to say big up to Andy Melville. Wherever you may be in the country, big up. Because you know it's not yesterday, it's a very long time from Walthamstow days, you know what I mean? Don't forget DJ Ron gonna be up, and also big up to Westwood, he's gonna be up at the 12 o'clock hour tonight. Wilbur, take it away.
Friday night slam down.
Another East Coast track.
It's definitely a Friday night slam down inside the house here. Bigging up Wilberforce, my producer, and bigging up 4Hero, Digo, Gus, Mark, and all the crew. Maximum respect, rinsing, believe you me. We got the winners for the t-shirt competition at last. Some size XL people. James Glenister from Crawley, you won one of those t-shirts. Lee Hopkins from Tottenham. Hooray! The Tottenham crew's in the place. Go on, you Spurs. Lee Hopkins, he most probably supports Manchester United. Size large, you won one. Brian Holland from St. Helens. Maximum respect, he most probably supports St. Helens Rugby Club, doesn't he? Yeah, he won one as well. And big up to our album winners. I got your names here somewhere. Yeah, you won as well. All of you won. And we'll be calling you. Oh, here they are. Stephen Taylor, Sam Toker, Sue Mercer, Ian Quinn, and Jez Cole from your respective places. You All Want albums, and we're going to be contacting you very, very soon. This one is called Neo. No, it's called Jam, and it's by Neo, and it's coming out on Flex. The last two you heard, the first one, Time Signature, called Sweet Power. The second one, Dark Side, is called Military Police, out on Dread. That was the last one. Bigging up Westwood in the house. Maximum respect. Got some more shouts to get those later. But for now, taking this.
Just boom. Watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride, watch the ride.
Classic tonight. This one is from Wax Doctor. It's called Atmospheric Funk, and it's out on Talking Loud. Classic tonight, Wax Doctor.
Get me? Check Westwood coming up at midnight. Fat Fridays, beats and rhymes. That's where it's at for the hip hop nation. Then tomorrow night, my man returns at 9 for 3 hours of flavour from the old to the new. The UK's home for drum and bass, blatantly the home for hip hop. See? 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1. Come again! Come again! Come again!
Have a certain sound. Thoughts.
Blatantly the home for hip-hop, drum and bass, and also reggae ragamuffin selection. Don't forget Chris Goldfinger on a Saturday between 12 and 2. Also, we have the sounds of Trevor Mad Hatter on a Sunday between 2 and 4 with some wicked style and fashion, soul, and some R&B flavor. Also a little hip-hop. Check them out, won't you?
Through sound and motion, some thoughts have a certain sound.
This one is called A Certain Sound. It's coming out on Renegade Hardware. It's by The Paradox. Absolutely wicked. Check it out on One in the Jungle.
Some thoughts have a certain sound.
Check the Method remix out of Rude and Deadly. Absolutely bad. Bad. Going on with things, believe you me. Dope Jam. Check the Method remix. Old tight Westwood waiting in the wings. Just getting ready to blaze up those hip hop on the decks. Come true, Wilbur, man.
the UK Club Guide.
As we speak, Flavor Part 1 is happening until 2 a.m. at the New World 1, Little Station Street, Walsall, West Midlands. Admission is £5. Resident DJs Will and guest DJs Pugwash, Shock C, Ascend and DJ Hype. Don't forget Thursday, October the 17th, Tribe featuring Groove Rider, Ed Rush, DJ Di Cridge and Zoe Richardson. £5 from 10 p.m. through to 4 a.m. every fortnight thereafter. Info on that 751 781 0976 751 781. October 19th of Saturday, Warning at the Junction. Won't be there myself because I have to go to Germany. At the Junction in Cambridge from 9 to 5 a.m. featuring Mickey Finn, Jack Frost, Brocky, DJ Ron, Nicky Black Market, Gapper G and Swanee. Info on that 01223 511 511. Also an all-nighter at Monroe's in Great Harwood near Blackburn in Lancashire. That's the last Friday in every month. The starting date is the 25th of October. Costs only £10 to get in, featuring Doc Scott, Elements of Noise, Funky B, Carl P, loads of MCs, guaranteed to be rinsing 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Info line on that 01254 723 209. 8th of November, Friday, Heat at Hastings Pier, Randall, Cross, Shy Effect, Zinc, Mickey Finn, Jack Frost, Ray Keith, Ron, Andy C and Bugsy. MCs 50, Skibbity, Stevie Hyper and GQ. Tickets £15 there. Info 01424 440 220. 9th of November, Saturday, Roughneck Ting, New Trinity Centre, Trinity Road, Bristol. DJ Rap, DJ SS, also Nicky Black Market, Daisy and Shy Effects. £10 up there. MCs Jakes and Junior Blind. Don't forget tomorrow night at the Laserdrome, Rye Lane, Peckham. We got Hot and Sticky. We're going to be getting Hot and Sticky down there. Featuring Ray Keith, Brocky SL to mention a few. MCs like Stevie Hyper, Skibbity, Moose, 50 and myself. And don't forget on the 2nd of November, remember, Adrenaline Village, Chelsea Bridge. It's going to be Stush History, the last chapter. 2nd of November, DJs like Rat Pack, Hype, Fabio and Groove Rider back to back. MCs like Chalky White, Moose, Cleveland and myself. For more info on that, 0973 402 018. Make sure you make it a date and don't be late. forget Westwood up at the midnight hour. Just want to say a big up to the Tough Enough agency. Sarah, big up your status. For those who want to get bookings with me, and she's got a serious roster of artists down there at Tough Enough agencies. The number is 0181 640 1730. Tough Enough agency 0181 640 1730. Ask for Sarah. This one, the last one for tonight, by Remark, Single Finger Killer, coming out on Suburban Bass, or is it out already? I'm not sure. I think it's out already, actually. Remark, Single Finger Killer. The last one was Bring the Flavor, Trouble on Vinyl. Don't forget, next week in the mix we got DJ Ron. Bigging up all HMP Massive, no matter where you are. Maximum respect, reaching out to all the listeners. Peace, we out of here. Westwood's gonna be up at the midnight hour, so sit back and listen and enjoy. All one in the jungle, Massive. Don't forget, we're gonna be here next week between 10 p.m. and 12 p.m. with DJ Ron, taking it right back to basics.
I make crews run, I get fools done. Got 10 fingers but only use one. I run up like Machine Gun Kelly with a black skelly. Put one in your belly, leave you smelly, then take your pelly pelly.
things, you know what I'm saying, with the hip-hop flavors and things. You have to check Westwood, coming at midnight. The living fatness on a Friday. Beer beats and rhymes for them hardcore hip-hop mans out there, the hip-hop females out there, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's at for the hip-hop nation, you know? The UK's own for drum and bass, blatantly the own for hip-hop, see? 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1. Wheel selector!
The nation's first and only jungle show. One in the jungle.